Hello everyone, David here from Wave Trader. Today I'm going to show you a trade I'm currently in on the Australian dollar USD currency pair. It's a short trade or a sell trade, and I'm hoping to make this a swing or position trade. So let me walk you through my thought process and how I got into this trade. I actually got into this trade yesterday, 2nd of April, around 5 p.m. West African time. Today is Friday, and as far as I'm concerned, the trading is over for this week, but I'm going to have to let this trade run over the weekend, okay, since I intend to make it a position or a swing trade. So I'm just quickly going to the monthly chart and show you how I got into this trade. And you can see here on the monthly chart that we're currently in a very strong downtrend. These are continuation candles here. So we had a dead cross on the MACD. Even though we don't have a dead cross on the EMAs, this bounce, okay, this can actually be termed a cross as well, okay. So I'm going to go lower to the weekly chart and let's see what we see. So on the weekly chart, you can see here now the dead cross on the EMAs is more defined, and we also had the dead cross here. So that means that we actually had an incidence of a wave top situation there. And if I were to plot the APAC here, you will see that we have wave targets that have all been fulfilled. So what we had here was a rebound, okay, but you can see that the overall trend is down because the EMAs are crossed, they are spaced out and trending down strongly. Same thing for the MACD as well, okay. Good angle and separation on the both of them. So let's quickly go to the daily chart and see what we see. So on the daily chart, this is what's going on right now. So as far as we can tell, this was a rally up in price, and if I take a retracement of these values here, you will see that we are close to the 62%, which is perfect for us. So basically, a 55% entry would have gotten you into this trade, okay, on the daily chart. All right, so this is what's going on the daily chart. So on the daily charts, the indicators are not giving us any action to signify a downward move. Rather, we had a golden cross here, but judging by the angle and the way it's situated, I can tell you that this is actually turning to go down, okay. So let's go to the 4-hour chart, and on the 4-hour chart, this is where we are. So I took this trade, even though I took this trade on the 1-hour chart, but my emphasis is going to be on the 4-hour chart. I'm going to watch the trade here and hopefully get to my target. So you can see here that when the market rallied up and got to the 55% region, and I used this dotted line to mark it, the market actually reversed. So when I came to the chart, this was where the market was here. That was I believe it was on Tuesday. So I've been watching it, and I actually thought that there was going to be a rebound to this dotted line, okay. So I was actually hoping and waiting, because it's easier to get in when it rebounds this way than trying to get in the normal way with a normal market order. So I'm going to go lower to the 1-hour chart and show you how I was watching the trade. So I was watching this trade around this region here. I believe it was from Tuesday, okay. So I actually expected, when it began to rebound like this, I was looking at this region as a possible wave bottom situation, and if that was the case, I was hoping to trade it from here all the way to this point. That would have given me about 73 pips. Then when it turns and begins to go down, then I would have entered in comfortably here. But of course, the market will do what it wants to do. So I didn't go into the trade. I just kept watching it. I drew a trend line here, and I was watching this. So it turned, and of course you can see this rally up. So unfortunately, I wasn't really here. I wasn't watching the trade when this happened, okay. But when I came in, the market was in this region here. So even though that's not an optimal entry point, I knew there was going to be a possible retrace, but I decided to go in because I knew that the trend line had been broken. And you can see where I placed my stop, which is a little bit higher than I would be comfortable with. But because this is a position trade, and besides, the risk to reward ratio is worth it. So I decided to go in here with a market order. I believe I placed two orders. One was one lot, the other was about 3.5 mini lots. Okay, so of course the market did this, went against me, gave me a minor heart attack, and then it turned around. So I wasn't watching. I don't usually watch my trades on the hour, but you can see what happened afterward. So the market went down, and this is where we currently are because the markets are gearing up to close for the week. But I believe that I am currently in profit of about 35 pips. So for a day trade, this is actually okay. 35 pips is very good for a day trade, but you can see where my profit target is. Okay, and if you look at the charts properly, as long as you can tell the direction that the market is going, there's no reason why you shouldn't let your profits run. This is not a matter of greed. It's just practical trading sense. When you determine the direction of the trend, when you get in, just hang on for the ride. No need for you to get out early, because it's the same principle. You are trying to maximize every opportunity you get. So you get into trades like this, it takes a long time to actually show up, but when it does show up and you get in, if you can hang on for a couple of days, then the reward will definitely be greater. So I'm currently in profit now, and you noticed I haven't moved my stop. For a day trade, of course, I would have advised locking in your profit at least by a few pips, but this is a position trade, and judging by these fluctuations, there's a possibility of this market still fluctuating to this region. So I'm not going to move my stop. I'm just going to have to let it ride, and hopefully by next week the market will gain momentum and more traders are going to see this and get into this trade. So uh, the whole of next week will possibly be this trade being watched. Okay, and I hope to attain to my profit target eventually. So this is my take on the AUD USD currency pair, and as always, I hope that this was beneficial for you. So thank you, happy trading, and happy weekend, everyone. Bye for now.